Okay, guys, how long? Just an opinion. This opinion piece plus reaction video with opinion piece. How long is you think the federal government is going to allow you to abuse their agents, federal agents, and do what's happening in San Francisco? How long are you going to make threats and violence and it's been pepper sprayed a federal agent? You know, I know there's different laws in. I'm not from California, I'm from another state, but I know there's different laws, and there's supportive laws of at a higher level for citizenry that restrains police officers. But how long do you think it's going to be allowed these federal agents to be attacked and abused by doing their in conduct of their job? Okay, if they do something wrong, they have to face the federal penalties. I'm just talking as a citizen. What is your opinion? Do you think this is going to continue to happen, or it's going to make the federal government step up different efforts? Because pepper spraying a federal agent and threatening their families and their lives, I don't think that's productive. That's my opinion. What is your opinion? This just recently came out in the city of San Francisco. This was stated in the news, and there was knives pulled off the person. And I don't know the results of this or how people feel. What is your opinion? Do you think this is something that's positive, something that's need to be done when these federal agents are out doing their jobs? I don't have to. I'm not in agreement or in disagreement. I think, but when I'm a law and order person, when a federal law takes over precedence in certain situations, I don't think you should threaten a federal agent. That's not a good outlook. And then have a knife in possession of you and pepper spray these officers. How long is the federal government going to, United States government is going to allow this to take precedence across the nation? What is your opinion? I'd like to hear you comment down below. Let's start this video and listen what's happening currently in the state of California, in the city of San Francisco. We're moving up from LA. We're now in San Francisco. They're doing more ICE activities in San Francisco now. What is your opinion on what's going on right now in San Francisco? Let me know.
More on all those stories ahead, but first, another disturbing attack on ICE officers. A mob assaulting four agents in San Francisco, even threatening their families. Christina Coleman is live in Los Angeles with more on this. Christina.
Wow.
John, dozens of protesters rallied outside of San Francisco's federal court building waiting for the release of a person who DHS identified as Adrian Guerrero, a U.S. citizen who federal officials say assaulted ICE officers and threatened law enforcement by saying, quote, "I'm going to go after your family and I'm going to stab you." Guerrero, who identifies as a woman and goes by the name Angie, was charged with assault and destruction of federal property after allegedly slashing the tire of a government vehicle. DHS says it happened on Wednesday when a group of about 15 to 20 violent anti-ICE rioters in San Francisco assaulted, grabbed, punched, and pepper sprayed ICE agents who were conducting targeted immigration enforcement in San Francisco, that city. DHS says they surrounded and assaulted four federal agents. DHS says, quote, while standing at arm's length from an officer, Guerrero made repeated threats stating, quote, "I'm going to F you up. I'm going to go after your family and I'm going to stab you." DHS says Guerrero was also in possession of a black knife and patterned headscarf.
Come on, guys. This is going too far. I don't believe in violence. I know violence happens, especially on our law enforcement officers. On matter of states, federal, city, county, doesn't matter. If this really happened, should this happen against? You don't have to like the ICE, but should you be threatening them and pepper spraying and punching them when they're trying to conduct their jobs, been sent out their orders from the president of the United States and from different warrants and different they're out there conducting these enforcement arrests, and so they're at a courthouse. So this has happened in front of a courthouse, federal court. What is your opinion on this? This is not cool. My opinion is punching and pepper spraying federal agents. That's way too far, from, in my opinion. But what is your opinion? Leave a message below. Let's continue this.
During this incident, Guerrero was later granted bail and surrounded by supporters after being released and had this to say about the situation.
I'm good, despite the brutality and repression that the federal government is placing on this city, my city, the city I was born in.
The attack on law enforcement in San Francisco was yet another example of violence against immigration agents. DHS says ICE law enforcement are now facing a 1,000% increase in assaults against them as they risk their lives to arrest the worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens. Despite
Okay, guys, this is what I'm trying to say. You watched that video when they gave him a moment to speak. He had no regret for his actions. He had nothing. He didn't condemn nothing about the violence that the protesters was doing in front of the federal court, including him. He just talked about what the federal government is doing, but nothing that has been validated on that day and that time. Why does he have no remorse for that? What is your opinion? Um, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Threats, hitting, pepper spraying, and other activities on ICE agents conducting high-level warrants. What is your opinion on that factor right there? Please leave a message below.
all the violence, immigration officials continue to carry out their operations in various cities nationwide.
We're making Los Angeles and California a safer place. We're going to continue to do that, and they can take that one to the bank and cash it.
And as for that attack on ICE agents in San Francisco last week and those allegedly involved, Guerrero now faces a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison and a fine of up to $100,000. John?
I'm surprised the maximum isn't even higher. Christina Coleman. Thanks, Christina.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News.
Okay, guys, that's the end of this. What is your opinion? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. This is crazy. 1,000% of attacks on ICE for carrying out high-level warrants against high-level criminals in the United States. What is your opinion? Should this not be happening? Should this be a concern with the state level and not just federal level? Should there be more concerns about these federal agents, or should it just continue to these assaults to escalate past 1,000%? I don't know. What is your opinion? I'm a law and order person. I think there should be a line of respect as far as the law. As long as you're conducting legal operations, there should be a line of respect. There should be. That's a federal agent. Doesn't matter personally who he is or who she is. That's a federal agent that's conducting a high-level risk warrant. Should they be attacked by citizens that are classified as protesters? Should they be pepper sprayed? Should they be punched? This is the question I need to answer. Need wants to answer. What is your opinion? This just came out. I didn't know this happened within the last few days, a week. This is crazy. It's just common sense. You should not attack and pepper spray and punch and threaten federal agents. That's just opinion, my opinion. What is your opinion? Leave a message, comment down, and hopefully I get back to respond to you. Reply to your comment. Let me know what you feel about this. This 1,000% attack on heightened attack on federal agents in high-profile cities. What is your opinion?